All right, we're back. I got the camera working now, so now it's working. So y'all come on in. I was supposed to be live like 20 minutes ago, but I had some technical difficulties and I had to restart my entire computer. Hope you guys can hear me. So tonight we're going to be watching the fights, and we're also going to be talking about while I'm leaving the military. Once we get some people in here. Right now, the fight is Roxanne Ferry versus Casey O'Neill. It's the third round. And it looks like Casey O'Neill's winning. We got like 30 minutes until the fight card actually starts the pay-per-view. I did buy it, so I'm not a cheap guy. I need to share that I'm live. I need to try to change my thumbnail on this thing real quick, so I gotta shuffle around real quick. Let me. Can I change my thumbnail while I'm live? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, but it looks like Casey O'Neill's winning. So I'm a big mixed martial arts fan. I like any type of combat sports. I only turn my phone down. I was just trying to check my live stream and stuff. No, I guess I can't change it. Oh, that sucks. But come on in and let's hang out, watch these fights. I mean, for Casey O'Neill to be winning this fight, she's been touched up a little bit. She's been touched up. So I don't know, like I mean O'Neill's up on strikes, but she got touched up. I need to share this on my community tab. Create post. Had some technical difficulties, but we live. Tap in. We got 3 watchers right now. Come on in, say what's up. Don't be shy. If you like fighting, tap in. If you like me, tap in, say what's up. I mean, Casey O'Neill won, but She took some damage from Roxanne. Roxanne and Ferry have been fighting for a long time too. Like she I know I was supposed to have like the little music looping thing on here. I'm trying to add stuff on here, but I haven't upgraded. So I don't know why they're booing her. Why are they booing her? Like, what'd she do? I don't know why they boo her though. That's kind of mean. Everybody giving her some love right now, but she's been fighting for a long time. I remember like 2008, 2009, seeing her fight. So yeah, it's been a career for her, man. I'm not sure. Did she fight in Strike Force? I think I saw her fighting Strike Force. Shout out to Casey O'Neill. She won that fight fair and square. It should have been. It should have been unanimous. Like that fight should have not have gone to a split decision. Get my words out. Yeah, Roxy got touched up though, so I don't know what they were. I don't know what they were looking at, like at all. I have no idea. Let me pull the fight card up. I think that was the last fight. Nope, there's one more. I think there's one more fight on the prelims. Just try and pull up the fight card real quick. That way I can keep track of what fights, because I don't know them all by. All right, yeah, now I got the fight card. So we got the next fight is Arlovsky versus Jarrett Vendera. This should be an interesting fight. Check out the stats. Damn, Arlovsky's 43. Sheesh. But Arlovsky still kind of got it though. You know what I'm saying? So this should be fun. Arlovsky. Damn, this is like being in a time capsule. I've been seeing this dude fight for a cool minute. Been watching him fight for a while, man. Ooh. $43 and still doing it. That's amazing. That's truly something special right there. You gotta respect that. Like you have to. One of the things I like about like pay-per-view and stuff like that is we don't have like commercials and shit. I hate watching commercials so much. It's like one of the most useless things that we have. They're like pop-up ads. Just can't get rid of them. I hate that with watching any sports. Like I hate watching commercials. But as far as like the main card, let me go over these fights. I'm gonna make my picks for the main card. Let me do that. Man, why don't you get some people in here? Jeez. So main card. First fight, we got Bobby King Green versus Narat Hasparat. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm butchering your name. I'm normally okay with names. Normally I can do names, but I'm struggling with that one. So in this fight, I'm gonna take Bobby King Green in that one. Fight after that, we got Alexander Hernandez versus Renato Moicano. I'm gonna take. Ooh, that's a tough one. That's a toss up. And they have very similar records too. Dang. I'm gonna take Moicano. Then we have Jarrett Cannonair versus Derek Brunson. I'm gonna take Jarrett in that fight. In the co-main, we got Derek Lewis versus Tai Tuisova. I was about to say Tuisova. Tai Tuivasa. Tuisova is that rugby player. Joshua Tuisova. He's a hell of a rugby player. And then the main event, we got Israel Adesanya versus Robert Whitaker. I'm going to take Israel with the French tips. French tip Izzy. 1999, I was 10. I think I was like in 5th grade. They're talking about on the prelims right now, where were you when Andre Arlovsky was. What's up? They're talking about where were you when Andre Arlovsky was making his UFC debut. I was 10. I think I was like in 5th grade. So, but I don't remember seeing him fight until like 2006, 2007. It's like way later on because I'm doing good. I'm just over here watching the UFC fights, just hanging out. We didn't have like I mean, we had like satellite and stuff, but we didn't get none of the Japanese channels until like way later on, to where we could see Pride and stuff like that. So that was like 06, 07. It was way later on. But the first MMA fight that I saw was, I think it was Little Nog versus Bob Sapp. And this was in Pride. And Bob Sapp had like, they gave that dude like every steroid known to man. And he was just like, I'm just like, there's no way this little skinny guy is going to beat this big buff dude on steroids. But Nogueira pulled it off, submitted him. He just held on, held guard. And I think he got him by an armbar. And like Bob Sapp tapped so quick. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. So fight started. We got Andre Arlovsky. I forgot the other dude's name already. Oh my goodness. So we got Arlovsky versus Vendera. It's crazy to see how like at 43 years old, like Arlovsky is still moving well. He still moves well, still has good speed. The only thing I worry about Arlovsky is his chin. It's like a little touch and go sometimes. Oh, he putting them hands on him. Okay. I see Arlovsky putting them hands on him right now. Nice body shot, Arlovsky. There are some good fights I wanted to react to also, just like I couldn't get my stream up. Yeah. I mean, if you go back and watch my videos, you know, pretty much being in Okinawa, you know, that's a military stop right there. So, I mean, I don't really advertise it because I try not to make it like a part of my channel and stuff like that. But yeah, I've been for 14 years, and like my last day is April 12th. Arlovsky throwing hands. Arlovsky moves good for his age. I figure Arlovsky at this point in his career. Arlovsky got to get off this cage though. He got good hands. He got to get off this cage. That's when he's had some trouble in the UFC when he's had his back backed up against the fence. But what I was saying was, Arlovsky to be 43 years old, he still moves well. Ooh, that's a nice right hand over the top. Only thing I'm worried about is his chin. It's like a little touch and go, but I think that Vendera guy's going to start blitzing here soon. But even though like Arlovsky's chin's been touch and go in some of these fights, he's taking some shots, so it's not all bad for Arlovsky. I wonder what he's doing, like as far as like his training goes, to keep his chin like that healthy. I'd be really interested to see and to know about that. They're up against the fence right now. I mean, right now you can stream this on ESPN Plus, or if you have cable, you can watch it on cable. Yeah, Keith, I'm done after 14, bro. I can't do this shit no more. You know what I'm saying? Life's too good to be, to have no freedom. You feel me? Ooh, that's a nice overhand. It's not a nice overhand. Yeah, the Air Force is cool, man. The only thing about the Air Force is like y'all be in the middle of nowhere, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like where you at? Like Minnesota or South Dakota somewhere? Like I wanted to do the Air Force, but I was like, I was looking at duty stations. I was like, man, y'all be in bumfuck Egypt, bro. I need to be coastal. Like my dream was to live in California, so that was going to be hard to do in the Air Force. Ooh. 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 Back fist off the shoulder. But yeah, you can't. In North Dakota. Also, you in Seattle, like that's a lot better. You get that city life now. And Vancouver's right there, dude. I love Vancouver, Canada, bro. That's like one of my top 10 all time favorite cities. Like I want to go back so bad. Yo, Keith, like one of the things that I wish that I could do right now is get all the Okie homies together and just like have one big ass car meet out here in SoCal, man. Just for like the Okie homies. Like I miss y'all, man. The Okie vibes are dope. Yeah, man. I want to come there and check it out. One of the things I want to do this year, I want to do a lot of traveling this year. I bet the car scene out there is very nice. Second round's gonna start right now. That first round, I get it to Arlovsky. I think he landed the better shots, more active. Yeah, man. A lot of us did meet late, and I think that we kind of were in Okinawa at a good time because after 2020, like it all changed. Like I'm pretty sure they're not having meets like that. I'm pretty sure the scene's a lot smaller. I feel like we got the last good run. because now like all the JDM cars are so freaking expensive, like nobody can really afford them. Like we got the cars like when they were still decently cheap. I mean, I paid 26K for my 33, which is still a lot of money for uh, that car. But if you think about what they're going for now, it's crazy. And I think that time between like, I mean, it's before my time even, but that time between like 2016 to 2020, Okinawa was like the best. That was like the golden era right there, in my opinion. Man, the crowd's booing. They don't like this grappling. That's funny. Ooh, nice right hand. Another nice right hand. Arlovsky ate one though. My commentary here is a little bit biased towards Arlovsky, and it's gonna be biased all night. But y'all let me know if y'all gonna watch the main card or not. I ain't trying to watch it by myself. Another nice right hand. Arlovsky didn't take his feet with him. He'd probably knock him out. He just winking these overhand rights. You need to stop that though. You need to stop that. I disagree, Cormier. See, Arlovsky was landing in the right hand, and he switched southpaw. But he threw 3 overhand rights in a row. So he got to switch it up. You got to give him a different read and then go back to it. You got to confuse him a little bit before you start going back to what's working. Arlovsky got to move his feet after he throws that overhand because he's getting caught with a little hook. Arlovsky just got hit in the nuts. He got a nut shot. Bro, this crowd over here ruthless. Oh. Made me cringe a little bit. I think Arlovsky's winning this fight clearly. I think he's letting the better shots. Ooh, that's another nice right hand. But he's got to be careful. He's getting countered with that right hook. When he slips off, he's slipping off just a little bit too much to his right or to his left when he's throwing that overhand. Now they're clenched up. I wonder how long Arlovsky is going to keep fighting. He's been fighting for a long time. But as long as he's not getting knocked out, I guess he can keep going. Ooh, gotta be careful with that. She's got to be careful. He's slipping off way too far. That's better. It's the end of round 2. I think Arlovsky's up. I appreciate y'all giving me the likes. Got 7 viewers, 7 likes, but y'all getting here into the chat. Let's get this thing cracking. Make sure you guys share it. We're going to be going all the way to the end of the main card, watching all the fights. So make sure y'all stay tapped in. Grab your popcorn, grab your food, your little drink. If you drink, I don't drink. I'm just gonna have the water. Probably gonna get some more. Water be smacking, bro. So now it's round 3. I think Arlovsky is winning this fight clearly. Ooh, nice leg kick. I mean, Vendera's pushing him forward right now, but he needs to throw something. That's better. But it's crazy to think that Arlovsky at 43 is faster than this younger heavyweight. It's crazy. They're up against the fence right now. And like Vendera's just kind of holding on. He needs to do something. I love it when Michael Bisping commentates. It's just freaking hilarious. He is so funny. He's so funny. This Vendera dude needs to go. He needs to get Arlovsky's respect. It's not like Arlovsky's like picking him apart, but he's not doing anything. Woo. He's kind of waiting for Arlovsky to throw that overhand right punch, and he's countering off of that. One of the things I find so funny is like these dudes who have like guts and they wear like the tight Walkouts shorts. They wear those Walkouts style shorts and their guts are hanging over. I'm just like, bro, wear some normal shorts. It's your gut hanging out. Ooh. Ooh. It's just crazy. Like this Vendera dude is so freaking slow. To think that Arlovsky is faster, this is like kind of mind-boggling to me. Ooh, ooh, ooh. See, Arlovsky gotta be careful doing that because every time Arlovsky pulls back, his hands are down and his chin is straight up. He's got to be careful. Arlovsky's not really throwing his jab no more. That's how Arlovsky was really getting him in the first round. He was throwing the jab. Now he's just throwing, overhand rights. I wonder if he hurt his left hand. Oh, nice. We'll see who won this fight. I think it's Arlovsky, but I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I'm excited for this fight, man. I'm excited to see Derek Lewis because every time that dude fights, it's just one punch away from being utter chaos. Waiting for the decision right now. I mean, there's already been some upsets tonight, so if Arlovsky loses, like I wouldn't be surprised by that, like at all. I mean, for 43, like Arlovsky looks like he's in really good shape. 43 years old. And let's what decision? What the heck? Arlovsky. Okay. Arlovsky got it. Oh man, I want to hear Arlovsky talk. Let me queue up this pay-per-view. All right, let's get this thing started. I'm gonna run downstairs real quick, grab some more water. I'll be right back. back. Got some more water. Gotta stay hydrated, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully we get some more people in here. Yeah, I'm ready for this card. This is gonna be fun. Man, I want to go to a UFC fight. I need to do that. No fights have started yet. They are still doing like all the introductions and opening the pay-per-view and like all that stuff. So no fights on just yet. All right, let me pull up my trusty fight card. So there are 5 fights on this pay-per-view card. The first fight is going to be Bobby Green versus Narat Hasparat. And in that fight, I'm taking Bobby Green. The second fight is going to be Alexander Hernandez versus Renato Moicano. And in that fight, I'm taking Moicano. Third fight is Jarrett Cannonair versus Derek Brunson. And in that fight, I'm taking, not Derek Brunson, I'm taking Jarrett Cannonair in that fight. The fourth fight in the co-main event is Derek Lewis versus Tai Tuivasa. In that fight, I'm going to take Derek Lewis. And the main event is going to be Israel Adesanya versus Robert Whittaker. And in that fight, I'm going to take Israel Adesanya with the French tip on his nails. Come on in, say what's up. I see we got some more people watching. That's always nice. I appreciate that. Man, these little intros be taking forever. I'm just ready for the fights to start. I know they got to hype until the fights, but I mean, I already purchased the fight, so we should just be able to watch it. Come on, man, just get to these talking. Let's get to the fights. You ain't gotta sell the fight no more. We already know what's up. I think the next thing I need to do to my studio, though, I need to start doing some put some of the phone things, do some sound treatment in here. I filmed a video in here, a review for my computer, and the audio just sounds terrible because it's all bouncing off the walls and stuff. So I need to put my art on the wall that I have. So I'm gonna start getting the studio together because I do want to do more live streams. That's why I have this computer. That's why I got all this stuff, and I just haven't done it. But I think moving forward, I'm gonna try to live stream a little bit more often. Doing this or talking about whatever current world events, talking about cars. I'm down for whatever. There's literally so much more to me than just car stuff. So, and I want to give my or show that side of myself on YouTube instead of just always doing car stuff. And that's kind of why I changed my name, just my channel name, just to my name, to get rid of the gimmicks and like all that stuff. And it's interesting because initially when I had started my channel, I was just going to make my channel name just like my actual name. But, I was trying to be, trendy and try to get something catchy, and it never caught on. And, I went around in that entire circle to get back to here to doing what I should have done initially. And speaking of something I should have done initially, that is live stream more. And that's what we're doing right now. So a lot more live streams coming. Finally. So I haven't really done like a rundown yet, Stephanie. Pretty much, I guess now is a good time to talk about it. But pretty much, I'm at a point in my life to where I don't want to live in conflict. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't want to be a part of major manufactured conflicts that exist in the world. And I, over the past, 5 or 6 years, I've come to realize that a lot of the things that we do as far as like going to war in these countries, it's kind of a bunch of BS. And after traveling the world and meeting people, one of the things that I have found is that at our core, it's like all humans are virtually the same. We all kind of want the same things. The things that changes us is like religion, race, culture, and like all that stuff. But at our cores, all human beings are fundamentally the same. And I don't think that there is a human being on the world that should be our enemy. You know what I'm saying? And I understand like there's going to be disagreements people aren't always going to have the same kind of ideals, but we certainly don't need to be each other's enemy. We can live in the world, and we can essentially coexist without having to always be friends. Like, and the amount of money that in foreign aid that we give to these countries is utterly ridiculous. I mean, just look at the amount of money that we give to Israel, the amount of money that we give to Afghanistan, all these things, and we could essentially use that money to make our country better. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really care that Israel is you know uh, 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 they're the minority faith in that region. That's their problem. We don't live there. You know what I'm saying? And I think if we cut aid from Israel, I think that will stabilize that region because they're not just going to be shooting rockets anytime someone comes near their border. They're going to be thinking twice about how they interact and how they treat their neighboring countries, because they are very aggressive to their neighboring countries. Even I understand that there's a lot of aggression towards Israel, right? Those two fundamental ideologies don't get along, but I don't see how that's any of our business. All that foreign aid that we give Israel, we need to be given to our people. We need to be building up our infrastructure here in America. Like, I drove around San Diego and like the roads are crap. You drive around California, the roads are crap. You know what I'm saying? But we spend so much money in foreign aid, and we don't have drivable streets here. It's freaking ridiculous. So that's one of the reasons I want to get out. And there's a lot of other stuff in the military too. So one of the things that I have always been self-conscious about is my teeth, right? So I've tried, like, every unit that I've been to, I have tried to get braces, and each time you have to enroll into the program, and then once you're in, you're not really in. You have to be accepted because the Navy doesn't hire orthodontists for some reason. So, and every time that I got in and told that I was a good candidate, they said no. I always kept getting turned away for one reason or another. And meanwhile, you have people that are able to get plastic surgeries, and then in like 2015, 2016, they were talking about gender reassignment surgery, and I'm just like, are you guys serious right now? Like, you're gonna approve and let someone reassign their gender, like get a surgery done, but you don't have the resources to fix people's teeth? And that's when I knew that all this stuff was all just political. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, the military is not supposed to be political. So that's one of the reasons, or that's like the major reason why I'm getting out. It's like, I want to get my teeth fixed. You know what I'm saying? And that's important to me. And I'm not gonna wait another 6 years to do that. Like, I'm gonna start getting that done this year. And not only that, but the military is also getting very soft. It's getting very soft. Like, I remember being on the ship, and we came back after a deployment, and we got all these new young guys on the ship and young girls, and we were standing 3-section watch. So that means, or yeah, 3-section watch. So what that means is we had duty like pretty much every 3 days, because people kept saying that they had mental issues. So once you have mental issues, we can't give you a gun, right? Because now, like, you're a liability. So we would have, people standing watch, and then, like, in the Navy, when you're on the ship, like, when you have watch, it's not like you get the next day off. You stand your watch, and then you still have to work the next day. So people were constantly getting burned out. And that's actually how I got my knee problems, because we were in dry dock, and I actually counted from the bottom of the dry dock to the top of the stairs was like over 200 steps. So we're in full, like, you got body armor on, you got an M4, you got a pistol, you're wearing a helmet, and you can't sit down when you're on watch. You have to stand up the entire time. And doing that like every 3 days, like, it messed my knees up. Like, to this day, like, my knees cracked, they popped, they hurt. So yeah, that's another one of the reasons why I'm getting out. It's like one of the major reasons. But we got some walkouts now. Bobby Green's walking out to the octagon. I like Bobby Green. I like his style. I like his swag. I like the way that he fights. He kind of has that Philly shell defense, and I mess with that. So Stephanie, I hope that kind of explained like why I'm getting out. And later on, I'll talk about how I got into the military because I think that's a pretty interesting story. Yeah, I've been seeing the BS for years, and it's like what they try to do is they try to scare you into staying in. They'll be like, oh, what are you going to do when you get out? Like, what are your plans? There's nothing in the civilian world. I'm just like, there's freedom. You know, I can make choices with my own body and not have to ask someone else's permission to fix my teeth. And then someone else that doesn't know me, that doesn't know my struggle, gets to decide yes or no. It's ridiculous. And no, and I accept a degree of responsibility in that because I've stayed mostly deployable in my military career. So, and that doesn't help, but at the same time, it's like we should be helping people achieve the things that they want to achieve. You know what I'm saying? Whether in their personal and in their professional lives. This is gonna be a fun one. They're already trying to get at each other right now. It's gonna be a good fight. Fireworks. And there's so much other stuff too. It's just like a lot of times the military is used as a political pundit, but meanwhile, like the politicians don't really care. I'll give you a good example of this. So when when the whole pandemic thing kicked off, I had friends that were on ships and that were in places where they were overseas, and they weren't able to go home for the holidays. And for a lot of people, like that's their time to relax because a lot of times people don't really take leave like that during the year. Leave is like taking vacation. People don't take a leave like that during the year. They save it for the end of the year in hopes to go home and spend time with their families for the holidays. And there are people getting ready to go on deployment during that time or right after the holidays. And they basically have to work all the way through their workups. So you're in a training cycle, you're in a training phase, and then you're supposed to get that pre-deployment leave, and they weren't getting that. So they're basically working. And then even when they came back from deployment, they still weren't able to go anywhere because everything was still closed. So it was pretty much utterly ridiculous the way that, the politicians would come on TV and start talking about the military and all the stuff they're doing during the pandemic, but they didn't dare mention the real stuff that's going on and how people weren't able to take leave and people weren't able to go see their families during the holidays. There was actually a guy in a Marine in Okinawa during that time that self-deletion, you know what I'm saying? So, and nobody talked about it. It was kind of like swept under the rug. Everyone was just like, social distance and wash your hands. I'm just like, this dude just jumped off a building. What the hell y'all talking about right now? But anyway, we got this fight going on right now. This should be a good one. Bobby Green's stalking him right now. Oh, this fight should be good. So far, Bobby Green's the one a little bit more active. He's popping his jab. It's a good. That's a good right hand. That wasn't a poke. That was a punch. That was a punch. Oh, that wasn't eye poke. That wasn't eye poke. That was nasty. That was a nasty eye poke. Bobby Green's so slick with his defense, but I just hate how he has his hands down because the MMA is just like. This Hasbras guy looks like a freaking Kelvin Gastelum. No, Hasbras gets poked. But yeah, the Hasbras looks like Kelvin Gastelum. They even have the same kind of build. Oh yeah, that was a poke too. Just to graze him just a little bit. I like to see Bobby Green box. I think Bobby Green would be a really good boxer. I just want to see this dude get a check. Well, that's a heavy leg kick. Ooh, that hurt. I like the way Bobby Green fights, man. He never really throws with a bunch of power, you know? His punches are so sharp and they're so crisp. Bobby Green is so fast. For Hasbras to beat him, he's got to hit him to the body. He can't swing at his head. Shay was good. Who's out here watching these fights? Ooh, that jab. Ooh. Bobby Green so quick. Bobby Green cut though. Ooh. Yeah, we just talked about it. So there's a couple of things. So I've been wanting to get my teeth fixed, pretty much ever since I came into the military. And pretty much they told me no at every turn. I kept getting turned down for that. And then the Navy would come out with some other stuff like plastic surgeries for women. And, in 2015, 2016, they were giving gender reassignment surgeries. Like that would get approved pretty much right away if you really wanted it. And then I was just like, this is some BS. And some of the other stuff, like internally in the military, where like the military is just getting soft, like this new generation, they don't want to work. They're kind of lazy. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much it. And also the politics, the military has become very political, and nothing's about actually taking care of the people. And, like being like the military, we're supposed to be separate from politics. But over the past, especially over the past like 10 years, like it's just been all political. Like every major decision that has been handed down to us has been a direct political decision. And I was telling Stephanie earlier when she was in here how we were treated during the pandemic, because like on the news and stuff you would hear, oh, the military's doing this, the military's doing that, but on the back end of that, a lot of people weren't able to take leave. A lot of people were working through uh, pre-deployment workups, which is like a training cycle. So you train and you're working very hard to make sure you're qualified to deploy. And then before deployment, you're supposed to get like 2 weeks or 10 days to go home and like see your family before you leave. They weren't getting that. They were going on deployment. They're coming back, and you're supposed to go. You're supposed to have another period of off time after deployment, like a downtime, and people weren't getting that either. And people were stuck overseas. They couldn't come home, and it was all just a mess. And I was just like, I don't want to be a part of that, because last year I was actually supposed to travel to Brazil, and I lost a bunch of money. Not last year, but oh yeah, it was last year. I was supposed to go to Brazil last year, and I lost money because you know they told me I couldn't travel. It was not safe for me to travel. Meanwhile, last year was the best year. If you were a civilian last year, that was the best year to travel. Plane tickets were so cheap. You know what I'm saying? So, and knowing that, I was just like, I can't miss an opportunity like that. And we already miss so much of life. There's so many things that we don't get to really experience because of like what we do. And that's the trade-off. But what I'm saying? I don't want to miss anything else. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to live life right now. Think Bobby Green is piecing this dude up. Like Hasparat is busted up. Ooh, that's a nice uppercut. Ooh, nice head movement. Bobby Green is so nice with it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Bobby Green. Bobby Green is so nice with it. Ooh, nice punch. Losing my voice already. Yeah, happiness is everything, man. And I've been grateful for the journey. Don't get me wrong. Like some of my best friends and some of the people I'm closest with, I met in the military. Like I wouldn't trade these people for nothing in the world. You know what I'm saying? The people are good. It's the politics that are behind. That's a nice punch by Hasperas. But happiness is like that's everything. Like when you're happy in life, things just flow. You're just able to flow, and that's what I'm trying to do, man. Ooh, that's a nice punch. I'm just trying to live my life. Be happy. Have some fast cars, travel the world. Get this YouTube thing cracking. Just be free. I think Bobby Green is so fast. And to add on to your point, like with happiness comes freedom. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, UFC is violent, man. But Muay Thai is Muay Thai is even more violent than the UFC. Those dudes get messed up real bad. I watch boxing too, but for me to order a boxing fight, it's got to be like a stacked card. You know what I'm saying? Like I haven't seen any boxing fights lately that have been really like getting my attention. Maybe when Canelo fights again, or Errol Spence Jr. or the Charlo twins. I like them. Ooh, that's a nice punch. Yeah, last year was the only year I didn't travel. Last year was it. Like I haven't traveled yet this year, but I plan on getting out there this year. Put my foot down somewhere. Bobby Green is so fast. It's the end of the second round. He's still got pop in his punches. I love Bobby Green. That dude has so much swag when he fights. So much swag. I think Bobby Green might have the best jab in MMA because he does the jab from southpaw and orthodox very well. This is a good fight to open the card with right here. I feel like I'm getting my money's worth because you know they raised the price on this stuff. So the left hand is nice. I got Bobby Green way ahead in this fight. But honestly, I kind of fight the same way. Like I can fight orthodox and southpaw, and I don't put a lot of power in my punches. I just try to overwhelm people with pace and volume. That's a nice left hand by Hesperat. Ooh, that's a nice left hand. Ooh, that's a nice body shot. When I see Bobby Green fight him, it's like, man, this guy could have been a world champion. Maybe not at lightweight because he's kind of a smaller lightweight. But I think at featherweight, Bobby Green could be a champion, like easily. He's got good wrestling, defense. He's a good offensive wrestler, and he has good striking, and he moves so well. Like I don't even think that dude cuts a lot of weight to fight at 55. I think he's close to his natural weight. He moves so well, and he can do it. He can do it all fight. Ooh, yeah, Hesper's no slouch, and Bobby Green just piecing him up, man. I love watching this dude fight. He's so great. Michael Bisping saying that Hasbro needs to throw the left hook, and I agree with that. Well, that's a nice right hook off the jab. And when you can throw your punches like that to where like they have like that sting to them, that sharpness, that crispness, like you don't have to put a whole lot of effort into it because the technique is just so good. And like you don't really see that in MMA. Like Bobby Green threw a hook off his jab. You don't really see guys in MMA throwing their hands like that. So it's very high level. Hasbro's getting touched up right now. Ooh, that's a nice left hook by Bobby Green. This is just a clinic. Bobby Green just too slick with it. Bobby Green did that. Good fight, Bobby Green. Good fight. Good fight. Good fight. I like that. It's a lot of fun. Even though I ain't got no viewers, this is still pretty fun. I'm enjoying this right now. Look at that. I want to see Bobby Green at featherweight. I think he do some damage down there. For real, for real. See with these scorecards, because one of them judges all night has been calling this fight kind of crazy. They got it right this time. All right, Green out here getting it. Good fight. So the next fight, we got Alexander Hernandez versus Renato Moicano. This is a really toss-up fight, but I think Renato can get it. But Alexander Hernandez, he's a dog too. He can really throw down. So we shall see. We shall see. And that was a good fight. This next fight, I remember when Alexander Hernandez first got into the UFC, he was kind of talking shit to Donald Cerrone, and Donald Cerrone whooped his ass. I never forget that. But Alex can fight though; he's good. So this fight should be interesting. These guys have a similar record too. Alexander, I think he's 13-4. Oh, excuse me. And then Renato Moicano, I think he's 15-4, one no contest. So this should be a good fight. I'm really looking forward to this one. Oh, that was staged. That was staged for sure. Bro, I don't know what the hell you're saying. I don't know what kind of bot shit you on right now, bro. Y'all be here saying this crazy stuff. Okay, this would be a good one. I might stream that one next Saturday. Darius versus Makachev. Oh yeah, Colby Covington versus Jorge Masvidal. Definitely gotta stream that fight. That shit gonna be crazy. That shit gonna be wild. Next Saturday's fight, I might not stream it, but those big ones, yes, yes. Ooh, Should be a good fight. Natsumoi Kanno's walking out right now. He's in the prep point. This dude is huge. I can't believe he's fighting at freaking featherweight. Agree, DC. He got to win this fight to be a contender. Honestly, I'm kind of empty tonight. I expected that show to be sold out, but I guess it is a rematch. But I think that that Covington Masvidal fight on that shit gonna be sold out. This kid kind of looks like Dominic Cruz. Like if him and Dominic Cruz were cousins, like I wouldn't be surprised at all. They have a very similar look to him. I know I've been quiet for a minute, but I mean, they're doing walkouts. Hernandez is in the prep point right now, so there's really nothing really to talk about. Plus, the chat's kind of dead. But how y'all like that background music though? It's pretty nice, right? Yeah, not to Muay Thai featherweight. That dude was killing himself to make that weight. Like for real, for real. Man, this fight's a toss up, man. I want to go with Muay Thai, but All right, first round. Here we go. Finally, feels like forever since we had a fight. That's a nice leg kick. That's a good tactic to use against a guy like Hernandez that moves so well. Kick his legs. Ooh, ooh. Okay. Good head movement by Hernandez. Kind of measuring. I think not Hernandez, but Moicano, since he has those longer legs, those some snap kicks right up the middle. Moicano's head movement looks pretty sharp tonight, too. I'm liking his head movement. Ooh, that's a nice body kick. Yeah, he's got to be careful with his takedowns because he just kind of like bent over. Hernandez will throw that uppercut. That's a good entry. But then Hernandez is so compact. He's so freaking hard to take down. He's a really good wrestler too. So Renato Moicano has got him down temporarily. See if he can keep him. Nope. Hernandez gets right back up to his feet. It's going to be very hard to get Hernandez down. Oh, he got him there, flat on his back, into... He's in half guard. But it's going to be hard to keep Hernandez here, I think. Hernandez, he's a really good wrestler, so this is going to be a pretty good chess battle, I think. Moicano's in half guard, and it looks like he's setting up that he was setting up that arm triangle. Now he's trying to advance his position. He's trying to get the back. Almost had it. Nice scramble. Good job by Hernandez to get back to his feet. That was an interesting thing to see in the fight, was how he's going to keep him down. I think Moicano's a little bit tired from the wrestling, and Hernandez is kind of getting to him right now, teeing off. Like Hernandez he's a strong kid, so trying to hold him down on the ground, you're going to be a little bit tired from the wrestling. And Moicano's kind of getting lit up now. Nice body kicks. I don't think Moicano's throwing a punch in like a minute and a half. Ooh, that was nasty. Slip and rip. Nice head kick attempt. Ooh, nice uppercut. Ooh, Hernandez got to be careful with that one. That was almost good night, Irene. Just kind of looking at each other, and that's gonna be the end of the round. Normally at the end of the round, there's about 5 seconds left. I think it's like a mutual agreement. It's like, are you gonna punch? No. Are you gonna punch? No. Let's just take a break and get to the next round. It's kind of like an unspoken rule or unspoken agreement. It's not really a rule because you can be betrayed when you think the guy's not gonna do something. You let your guard down, and next thing you know, someone's putting smelling salts in your nose. Second round getting ready to start. That first round, I would give it to Hernandez because he landed the strikes. Ooh, I think that's a slip. That was a slip. No, Connor, I am not showing the fights. I'm just watching and giving like a live reaction. I can't show the fights. That's illegal. Sorry, buddy. Nice knee. I think Moicano, he can strike with him. I just think he's a little bit slower. That was a nice uppercut left hook. But now he needs to throw some straight punches. What? Ooh! 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 Moicano. Gotta be careful. Got the back. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, tap, tap, tap. It's over. Moicano, I'm 2-0 tonight, baby. Let's go. Moicano, man, I'm telling you that the guy's a problem. And it was crazy because Hernandez was so much faster than him. See, he didn't see that. He didn't see that right hand coming. Really, that right hand came over the shoulder. Boom! He didn't see it coming. Never saw it coming. Another one. Boom! Never saw that one coming either. It's the ones you don't see coming, man. That's just how it goes in this game. And the knee to the body. Ooh. The choke wasn't even on the chin. He was just squeezing on his jaw, and that shit, like, that hurts. So when you're squeezing on your jaw like that don't feel good. Yeah. 2-0. Feeling good. Feeling real good. I'm not talking some shit right now. What kind of talking that shit, bro? Oh, next fight coming up should be a good one. Next fight is going to be Derek Brunson and Jarrett Cannonair. This is going to be a good one. I like Jarrett Cannonair. He's an Army vet, military guy, so showing support there. I'm surprised it's not talked about more. And the dude was a heavyweight. Now he's fighting at middleweight, and the dude's freaking shredded. Sheesh. This is gonna be a good one. Covington, Masvidal, let's go. I don't know about that, Jorge. I don't know if you ripped off your culture. But this is going to be like that press conference with Jorge and Masvidal. That's going to be crazy. That's going to be fun to watch. I'm going to enjoy that. Yeah, I'm gonna get this fight. This one's going to be good. I mean, this fight, Masvidal and freaking Covington, someone getting knocked out in that fight. Clip it here. Somebody getting knocked out. There's no way that fight goes a distance. But I think, honestly, I think Kobe's gonna shoot. He's gonna come in. He's gonna throw a couple of strikes. See, Kobe likes to throw like a flying knee into a takedown, which is actually a pretty smart combination if you think about it, because what he's doing is he throws a flying knee at you and you get your hands up, and then once your hands are up, he just goes in and takes you down. I expect to see that combination out of Covington like within the first minute of the fight to try to take Masvidal down. But Masvidal's not, he's he's not easy to keep on the ground. He can grapple. I mean, Usman had a hard time keeping him on the ground. So Usman's a he's a freak. Dude's jacked. Sheesh. That's only in 2 weeks. I can't believe this dude went and got French tips on his nails. Is he walking in here with the one piece fit? Is he looking like a One Piece character right now? He's looking like a crocodile right now. That shit funny. If y'all don't know who Crocodile is from One Piece, y'all need to go watch One Piece. You ain't know that bad. You know, I like One Piece. It's a cool anime, but there's a bunch of episodes you need to skip. Like essentially any episode that doesn't follow like the main storyline, I just don't even watch it. Just skip it. It's not relevant. There's actually like a list, or somebody came out with like a guide on how to watch One Piece, and they listed like all the episodes that you can skip. It's a lot of episodes. I don't think I'll ever finish One Piece. Speaking of anime, I need to catch up on Demon Slayer. I've just been so busy. I was actually editing a video. I did a PC review. Finally. Well, I recorded it. I just never edited the video because, I think I was just being lazy. But I was editing it today. And hopefully that video will be out sometime next week. And then I did another video too that'll be coming out next week. So I'm gonna try to drop 2 videos for y'all next week. Maybe a live stream. We'll see how the week goes. I mean, I got a lot of time, but I don't have time. You know what I'm saying? I still try to stay as busy as possible during this time. I'm trying to maximize everything. This fight's about to be crazy. Thing about Derek Brunson, like when he throws his punches, he kind of throws his punches with his chin in the air. Like every time he just leaps in with that left hand, his chin is like way up in the air. It's so scary. Featured bout, let's go. Brent's been fighting for a long time. I remember when I was stationed in North Carolina, I actually saw him one time at a mall in Wilmington. He's a cool dude. This was back when like nobody really knew who he was. I think he was still pretty new to the UFC. I say about every fight, but this should be a good one. I know like I be getting quiet, but it's like there's really nothing to talk about right now. Chat's kind of dead, you know what I'm saying? So, but I mean, I'm having a good time, and you know, like Rome wasn't built overnight, so you know, I didn't expect to come on here and have like a bunch of viewers all at once, you know. But I'm gonna keep doing it, get more consistent with it, be on these live streams, stream some more set of courses for y'all, and whatever else. Horizon 5. Dude, Cannonair is so freaking jacked. I can't believe this guy was fighting a heavyweight. This dude was a heavyweight. This is gonna be a really fun fight. I mean, this dude is so intense. Yeah, this dude was in the army. Let me make sure I looked that up correctly first. I'm just verifying that he was in the army. But I remember hearing that. Oh, okay. Yeah, he popped on a drug test. That's why he got out. I don't blame him though. To be honest, I think that should be legal for everybody. It's a plant. It's literally a flower, but we won't go there. I know he's from Dallas though. I get these freaking bots up in here, bro. Boom, get the hell up out of here, bot. I ain't that desperate for views. Shit. Show ass up out of here. This is gonna be good. Let's go. Ooh. Nice jab by Cannonair. Ooh. It's very important for Cannonair to overswing, so he doesn't give. See, that's good. Like I was saying, Cannonair can't overswing, so he doesn't. Good bounce by Cannonair. Got him down though. Couldn't get away. Now, who's got a front choke? Okay, let go. Cannonair back to his feet. Yeah, Brunson's like. I don't like how flat-footed Brunson is right now. He's very, very flat-footed. Ooh. He's not moving unorthodox. He's just plotting. The thing is, his chin is like always up in the air. Like that always has worried me about Derek Brunson when he fights. Even when he throws his left hand, his chin is like always up. Ooh, that's a nice left hand. Nice knee. Nice left hand by Brunson. See, Cannonair needs to read that. He needs to start throwing uppercuts. He's in half guard, full mount. Oh, he's got his half guard back. And it's crazy because it's not like Derek Brunson is like all that fast, but what he does is it's effective. He needs to start throwing uppercuts. That's the read. That's the read on Brunson. Like, throw your uppercut, bro. I know he wants to throw that, oh! Oh, no! What, did he hit him with an elbow? I think I hit with an elbow. I really couldn't see because I was at an awkward angle. I can get a replay on that knockdown. I think that was an elbow. If I was in Cannonair's corner, I'm like, bro, throw uppercuts. Oh, it was a left hand, a right hook. Because, yeah, Cannonair was like looking down. He was doing the Brunson thing with his chin. Yeah, you gotta be careful. I don't know what he was going for there. Wouldn't it be crazy if Izzy's next title fight was another rematch? You need to start throwing uppercuts. I don't know why they didn't tell him to throw an uppercut. Okay. Cannonair's trying to shrimp. He's trying to get butterfly, lifting. But he's always leading like that, DC. Uppercut, Jarrett. There it is, a little short uppercut. Nice knee. Ooh, nice right hand. Beautiful. Ooh, nice. Okay, this is getting interesting. I think a good read would be an uppercut. He's never stopped doing it though. It's just that his wrestling has been his wrestling has been better. He's never stopped putting his chin in the air. Ooh, nice jab. Jarrett needs more of that. Ooh, nice Superman punch. I think inside 1 minute he's going to shoot again. Yep, I was exactly right. 1 minute left and he shot. But even for Jarrett Cannonair to get a title shot. Oh, he's wobbled. He's wobbled. He's hurt. Oh, he's out. He's out. He's out. I was just saying that getting a decision is not a good look for a title shot. He made a statement. Just as I was saying that he knocks the guy out. Caught him with an elbow inside. Losing my voice. Ooh, nice elbow inside. The back fist. You got your title shot right now, Mr. Cannonair. Let's go. He took 3 shots while he was out. Put that man to sleep. Yes, sir. No, Sean Strickland ain't gonna get a title shot. Sean Strickland was in the snooze fest. That elbow is so nice. Ooh. Ooh. That'd be a fun fight. Izzy and Cannonair. That'd be a fun fight. Woo! Man, it's hard to believe we're already at the co-main event. I should have started streaming earlier. All this stuff, man. Well, I can't wait for that fight. That's in 2 weeks. Let me check my calendar real quick. 1, 2, 3 weeks. 3 weeks? Yeah. And then I think next weekend we got the weekend after next, we got the Dariush Makachev fight. Yeah, I'll stream that. I'll be around for that. Man, we're already at the co-main event. Co-main. Let's go. Somebody get knocked out in this fight. But wouldn't that be hilarious if this co-main event went 5 rounds? I also wouldn't be surprised. I think if this fight goes it's a co-main event 5 rounds? I don't think it is. Because Derek Lewis said he don't want no more 5-round fights. Tuivasa has a speed advantage, but Derek Lewis has a nuclear option. Derek Lewis is not slow either. I just think, Tuivasa is a little bit faster. Like Tuivasa's left hook is nasty. The one he caught Greg Hardy with, That shit was super nasty. Is this dude really walking out to that song? This dude crazy. This dude's walking out to girls who just want to have fun. Let's go. I'm ready for this one. Comes Derek Lewis. This coughing be loud as hell. Okay, Derek. I see you. I think Derek Lewis has had more fights in his home city than any other UFC fighter. That's got to be a record too, right? These dudes have like what 4 fights in Houston, including this one. He just fought there for the interim title. Man, this fight's gonna be crazy. These dudes just swing. All right, co-main. Woo! My heart's not beating fast, but this should be a fun fight. Should be good. Don't alert, come in. Come watch these last couple of fights with your boy. We good up in here. The crowd is mad hype right now. Let's go. You got people out here doing shoeies. That's so nasty. You'll never catch me drinking out of somebody's shoe. Let's go. I think Tai Tuivasa moves a little bit better than Derek Lewis. I'm just waiting for that first swing. Don't blink. There goes leg kicks. But even if he's not moving forward, Mike, he knocked out Curtis Blades with an uppercut standing still, so... Ooh! That was They're only cage clenching right now, so nothing's really happening. That might have been a nut shot. I would like to see Derek Lewis like try to trip him here because he has kind of double underhooks. Woo. Why what? Jackson? Oh! Oh! It's already my time, man. I put in my papers. It's time for me to roll out, cuz. It's crazy to me how Derek Lewis can throw head kicks. The dude is so big. Oh! If Derek Lewis gets a takedown, the crowd's going to go crazy. Ooh, nice elbow. There's a lot of clinch fighting, Mike, because both guys understand, like, it only takes one punch from either guy. Oh, nice takedown. Oh. Oh. Yeah, they're swinging. Them boys are swinging. Ooh. Yeah, bro. I ain't messing with Ukraine, man. Yeah, they on some BS with these wars. It feels like we've been in perpetual wars since 2001. It ain't stopped. Ty's got to turn. Oh, Derek's up. Them boys tired. Let him hug it out for a minute, Dan Mergliata. Let him hug it out. I mean, we still got 10 seconds left. Anything could happen, but I think these boys are going to take a rest right now. Oh, my gosh. When them boys were swinging, Ty almost hurt his knee. Ooh. I don't care if those guys do that. Swing for 10 seconds and hug for 10 seconds. Like, just let them swing. Jackson, appreciate you stopping by. I think too, Voss needs to move some more of his movement. He moves better. He has better footwork. So Tuivasa's got to do that. But I think Lewis is good at reading that, and he's gonna throw an uppercut. So he's got to be careful about dipping down. Oh! Oh, he hurt him. Them punches sting. Derek's got to try to get his breath, clench for a second here, and disengage, and don't get reversed. He got reversed. That's what. Oh, 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 oh! They're swinging. They're swinging. Oh, he hurt him. Oh, Derek doing the stanky leg. Derek's doing the stanky leg right now. He's hurt. Oh, he's out. Oh my God. Wow. Wow. What a crazy fight. Wow. Tai Tuivasa took his punches, bro. That's the torch, he said. He caught him with an elbow inside, I think. Oh, he caught him on the chin first. It's the chin. It's the end. Or the chin, the elbow. I can't even talk right now. He had Derek doing the stanky leg. Boom, that one. That's the one that did it. Stanky leg. Face down, ass up. Woo! That shit was wild. I need to charge my phone. Hold on, y'all. Grab this cord real quick. Wow, what a knockout. Wow. Dang. Damn. Sheesh. Wow. Got the main event next. Sheesh. What a fight card. This has been fun. I've really enjoyed this. And I would hope that these streams get more popular in the future. Maybe I gotta like do it on Twitch as well. Dual stream. Twitch and YouTube at the same time. If that's even possible. Dang, what a good fight. Wow. Hopefully, this next fight. I mean, the last two fights ended in spectacular fashion. Are we gonna get another spectacular finish tonight? Are we gonna get that? That's what I need to do. I need some exfoliating salt. I need to order that. Got that order. It's about to walk out now. Here we go. Let's see how much better Izzy's really gotten. This is what I'm interested to see. New techniques, new looks, new feints. Let's fight some tense. Shit. One thing like about fighting, from what because I've trained, right? So one thing about fighting and what I've noticed, I mean, of course, everyone has power, right? But what I've noticed is guys who are a little bit more like skinny, for some reason, they hit harder than like muscle guys. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what that is, but I've noticed like skinny dudes, like you think like, oh, like he's skinny, he ain't got no power, and then they catch you with something, you're like, bro, where the fuck did all that power come from? So I hate when people say, you know, oh, skinny dudes don't have no power. Nah, fuck that, dude. Skinny dudes can hit, bro. Here we go. Is your heart beating fast? Mine ain't. Mine ain't. I'm chilling over here, cuz. Let's go. Main event. So the only fight I got wrong tonight so far was the Derek Lewis fight. But the rest of my picks, spot on. Let's go. Bruce Buffer be getting lit though. Is he gonna do the jump spin? No, just the regular jump. I seen one time he did a jump spin. I'm like, oh, he getting lit. Let's go. Bobby Knuckles, let's go. I know he was doing there. He's doing his One Piece shit. What is that, fourth gear? That's why y'all gotta watch anime so y'all be on game. I think that second gear he just did. A lot of feints early. Robert Whitaker is already using that side kick to the knee that he got from Yoel Romero. Rob's already a lot more patient in this fight. Much more patient. But I don't know if he can be too patient. Right? Because that can go against him. Nice to the body. I like how Adesanya is working the body. This is something a little new. Normally, he doesn't go to the body this early in the fight. Normally, he starts fights attacking the legs. I like the feints. I like the feints from both guys, really. Here we go. Ooh, it's a whipping leg kick inside. I like that. Rob hasn't really checked any of those leg kicks, so that might be an issue later on in the fight. Ooh. But see, the thing about Israel and his leg kicks right now, he's just not attacking the same spot in the leg. He's attacking the inner thigh, the outer thigh, and the calf. Very, very nice. Oh, nice left straight. Nice sprawl. Strong hips. Oh, nice left hook. Oh, nice knee attempt. Is he hip to it though? That knockdown was more of a flash knockdown, but it still did a lot of damage. He was still very, very damaged from that punch. Sorry about that. My mouth all wide open. Right between the guard. What an accurate punch. Ooh, nice sneaky head kick. Ooh, nice. Nice little left hand. I think Rob should go to the body, but he still has to be careful going to the body because there's still danger going to the body with like a knee or an up kick coming up the middle. But Izzy's head movement is so good, like you just can't swing at his head because he's oftentimes going to see that coming. Like you have to try to attack his body and attack his legs. That would be the strategy that I would employ personally. I wouldn't try to. Ooh, nice uppercut. You know, because Izzy does leave his chin up in the air, so he can be hit. Oh. Like he can't do that. He can't just throw naked high kicks. He's got to put something behind it. Izzy's with a nice frame. This is the better round by Rob. You know, I think he was able to touch Izzy a little bit better in this round. Shot for the takedown. But he has to be careful because if he loses his grip and Izzy has a frame, you got to expect that Izzy will throw knees. You just kind of got away from him there, but I would expect that if Israel frames on him again and Rob doesn't have his hands clasped, a knee's going to be coming his way. Oh, nice head kick. Nice jab. I would actually like to see more jabs from Izzy. I want to see Izzy touch him a little bit more. Pause. But I want to see Izzy jab him a little bit more. I still kind of give that round to Izzy. I think Izzy did the more work, but you know, Rob did get a takedown, but he didn't do much with it. So Whoa, that's so quick. Oh, nice. Those leg kicks, man. Israel's leg kicks are like a whip coming at you. I noticed one thing about Izzy, he doesn't really slip side to side when he moves into the pocket. At least in this fight, he's going kind of straight in, and that's why Rob's jab is being a little bit more effective. Kind of losing my voice. It's hard to talk for 3 hours, man. That's difficult. It's not an easy thing. See, like just right there, Izzy is going straight in. He's not moving his head off the center line. And I'm surprised that Rob's not picking up on that. I mean, he probably is, but Izzy's a dangerous guy, so it's fighting's not easy. It's a very difficult thing to do. So what I would like to see, here's a good advice for Rob. Because Izzy, uh-oh. So one thing that so what, in my opinion, Rob needs to do, right? Since Izzy is coming in, uh-oh. I can't even get out what I'm trying to say. But since the jab for Rob has worked as Izzy comes in, and Izzy's main defense is to lean back, I would like to see Rob personally. I would like to see Rob throw a hook off his jab, kind of like what Bobby Green was doing earlier in the night. I would like to see that because I think he can catch Izzy if he throws the jab out there as Izzy's coming in and he follows it with his lead left hook. I think he can catch Izzy. I really do. See, like Izzy's just leaning back. So I think Rob needs to add a hook into his punch. Ooh, oh my God. That hurt. That leg kick, his legs are like whips, bro. And Rob hasn't I don't think he's checked a single leg kick. Yeah, I understand that, Mike. Oh, did he hurt him? I think Rob got kind of hurt at the end of that round. So Mike was saying that Izzy is or Rob's being predictable with the jab. But here's the thing about that, right? Izzy is not moving his head off the center line as he's entering the pocket, which is kind of dangerous, like I said, because he needs to throw a hook off his jab so he can catch Izzy. What Izzy needs to do is not be on the center line when he enters the pocket. I think it's getting him in trouble, and he's being caught more than he should, more than we've seen him be caught by jabs in previous fight. I think the last time we see him being caught by a lot of jabs is when he fought Kelvin Gastelum, but since then he hasn't really been caught by anything like that. So I think he needs to make an adjustment. There are some reads that both guys can kind of make in this fight. So far, a good fight. It's not as action-packed. It's not nearly as high-paced. But, you know, Adesanya is playing chess, not checkers. And he's really, really trying to set him up. See? Just like that. He doesn't move his head off the center line. Look for Izzy to do but hit him with that leg kick. See, that's better for Izzy. Moving off to the side, because before he was just going straight back, being caught by his jab. Izzy's got to be careful, man. Bro, look at that head movement. Oh. I would have liked to see Robert unload when he had Izzy up against the cage like that. Because here's how I generally deal with taller fighters, because I'm not a very short guy, but I like to consider myself to be a striker. Like in an octagon, if I'm fighting a taller guy, I want his back up against the cage, because typically taller fighters, they don't move side to side that much. I mean, Izzy does. Izzy's kind of an anomaly, but he's not really doing it tonight. But typically they move backwards, right? They lean back. And against the cage, you don't, or against the ropes, if you're in a ring, you don't have that kind of, you don't have that kind of space to lean back. So for Rob to like let him just get back to the center when he had him up against the cage, it's just kind of it's weird to me. Oh, nice jab. So he needs to throw a hook off that jab. That's the same combo he knocked him out with. But Mike, he needs to throw a left hook. That's where he's going wrong with it. Now, see right here, if I was Rob, since Izzy's against the cage, I would disengage and throw the jab, left hook, right hand combination, basically a 1-3-2 with Izzy up against the fence, because he's not going to be able to just lean back. I think Rob's corner is giving him bad advice right now. I think from what I'm seeing, of course, like they're in the moment. The energy's crazy. I'm sitting here, on YouTube with one person watching my stream. Who am I, right? But he needs to throw a 1-3-2, and I think he can catch Izzy with that. I really do. Almost like the same way where Chris Weidman caught Anderson Silva. It was like a 1-3 and a back fist. I would like to see him do more off that jab. But Whitaker needs to do more off the jab, though. DC, he's not doing enough. My camera just went blurry. I'm trying to get my focus back without leaning too far forward. All right, cool. Oh, nice. He needs to just do that. Nice inside leg kick. And he does. Izzy has the neck. See? With these eye pokes, man, the UFC just needs to come out and make curved finger gloves. Like, I don't know why it's taking them so long to do this, and what the problem is. They got all this money. When are they gonna make new gloves? You know what I'm saying? Nice knee. Oh! Good fight. All right, got the scorecards. I think Izzy got it. French tip Izzy. Watch Rob's post-fight interview real quick, and then I'll give my overall thoughts on the fight. All right, so that's gonna wrap this card up. I mean, what an amazing fight card. I'm just gonna give my thoughts on the fight. So let's start with the most recent, right? If I can stay in focus, mind focus, good. Let's start with the most recent. So the title fight, it wasn't fireworks like some of the other spectacular knockouts that we saw in the night, but it was a solid performance by Israel Adesanya. I think that watching this fight, I think Izzy's going to work on his lateral head movement, because as he was entering the pocket, he was being caught with jabs a lot. And I said this during the fight. I think that Robert should have used a 1-3-2 type of combination to 1-3-2 combination to catch Izzy as he's coming in, because Izzy likes to lean back. And if you're leaning back, most of the times your hands aren't really up, right? So if you throw the idea is if you're throwing the jab and he leans back, and as he's coming back forward, you hit him with the hook, because he's not, after leaning back, he's not going to roll under a hook more than likely. Or you throw the hook behind it because you try to catch him slipping to his right. You know what I'm saying? So the 1-3-2, I think, is a combination that can be used, or it could have been used. I don't think it could be used in the future, because I think Izzy will be on top of his game enough to see that coming, right? Co-main event, Bam Bam Tuivasa. We knew what that fight was going to be. I was pulling for my boy Derek, but he had to hold that L for that fight. It was an entertaining fight. That's the kind of fight that you want to see on a pay-per-view card. You want to see heavyweights swinging and people getting knocked out. I mean, it is what it is. Face down, ass up. Jarrett Cannonair, man, what a fight. The dude got taken down early. He battled back. He kind of got dropped too. I don't know what he was doing with his hands out like that. I don't know if he stumbled, or I don't know what happened, but for him to come back in that fight and put it to Derek Brunson, that was pretty amazing. But I'm not trying to take anything away from Jarrett, because Jarrett's an amazing fighter, right? He's the cream of the crop. But one thing that I noticed, and it's always been known about Derek, is like how he leaves his chin up. And I know he didn't get caught by that, but the dude's known for leaving his chin out there, right? So that's another thing in that fight. I think it was a good fight, though. I think it was a good fight, and I would definitely want to see uh, Cannonair versus Adesanya for the title in June. That would be like a really dope fight to see. I think that I still think Izzy would probably win that fight, but the things that he was doing against Bruce, I don't think that it was the point fighting. I think it was more like he was worried about being countered, right? So if you watch the first fight and the way that Robert throws his straights, his right straight and his overhands, he leaves himself exposed. And when you're fighting a taller guy, you know what I'm saying, and you leave yourself open like that, especially a guy that just you can just lean back out of your punches, that's dangerous. But I said earlier that Rob should have been throwing a 1-3-2. You already know he's going to lean back on the jab. You throw the hook behind it, because if he slips to his right to get out of the sight for that jab, out of the way for that jab, you know what I'm saying? That's why you have the hook there, and then you throw that, and then once you get him second guessing off those first two punches, then you can throw your hook behind it. Or not your hook, but you can throw your straight behind it, or you can throw your overhand if you want. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was basic. He didn't do enough off of his jab. The jab was effective, right? Rob's jab was effective, but he didn't do enough off the jab. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, it's so important that you understand where to fight somebody. In the open, there's no way I would throw a overhand or a straight punch or a two at Israel Adesanya. The only way that I would do that is when you have Izzy up against the cage, or outside of that black, that inner the octagon, where it's black, the black line on the octagon. That's when you can throw those type of punches at Izzy, because he doesn't have enough space to just lean back. You know what I'm saying? You throw the 1-3-2 at him in that kind of situation, especially with the way that he leans back. And when he leans back like this, right? Kind of almost like John Jones does, with his hands out and his face moving away from the punch. And that's why you throw combinations like that. And now that Izzy kind of saw that in a fight, when he goes back and he rethinks it, right? I don't think he's going to be caught by that again, but it is something that people can try, Also, when you fight Israel Adesanya, because he moves his head so well, you got to go for his body and his legs. Hit him low first, right? Because if Israel's so good at reading people's punches, and he's so good with his head movement, that if you just throw like a one punch at him or two punches at him, he's gonna get out of the way. When it comes to Izzy, you have to throw 2, 3, 4, 5 punches at him. You know what I'm saying? Because if he knows that you're just gonna throw 2 punches at him, he's gonna evade the first 2 and he's gonna plant and refire. You know what I'm saying? You can't give him the opportunity to counter you again. You know what I'm saying? That's why you have to throw those type of combinations at taller fighters like that. And you have to keep taller fighters from moving backwards, because their defense is not nearly as good moving backwards. No one's defense is nearly as good moving backwards, but especially with taller fighters, and you're at a reach disadvantage, you have to get them moving backwards. And I hope that makes sense. I was going for Adesanya, and I saw the mistakes that he was making in the fight. It was I don't know. Okay, so let's play a hypothetical game here, Bruce, right? Based on what we just saw. And I think that Jarrett punches a whole lot harder than Robert Whittaker, right? Do you think that if Israel walking into Jarrett's jab and being caught by it over and over again, it's going to have more of an effect on Israel Adesanya, right? And Jarrett always throws with ill intentions. Now, he can be caught the same way that Robert Whitaker was, because when Jarrett throws his overhands, he throws them. He gets his whole body off balance. Like he's at the end of his punch, he's basically leaning over. You know what I'm saying? Like people should go back and watch the Bobby Green fight. People should throw punches in MMA like Bobby Green does. Everything is sharp, crisp, and technical. You know, if Bobby Green was a middleweight and he had kind of the same build that he has now, or even if he had the same height and reach as Robert Whitaker, I think he would have been able to touch Israel up just because of the way that he throws his punches. You know what I'm saying? You will see Bobby Green throwing jabs or throwing hooks off his jabs, and those are the kind of combinations that you need to throw at Israel, and you need to throw at his body too. You got to punch at his chest. You can't just aim at his head. It's not going to work. It'll be an interesting fight for sure, no matter what, just because of the power of Jarrett Cannonair. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going to get people interested in this fight. To be like, damn, this dude got power. And if he touches Izzy, he gonna knock him out. Guarantee it. So Israel has to be more careful in the Cannonair fight than he does with Robert Whitaker. And Jarrett's striking isn't that complicated, but it's effective. You know, he's not a guy that throws a lot of feints, really. You know what I'm saying? But he's a guy that will switch stances, and he's a dog, man. And sometimes that's enough. Like Cannonair is really willing to make it nasty. Like he's willing to make it ugly. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be an interesting fight if they book it, and I'm pretty sure that they will. Let's see what else happened. Hanato Moicano, his fight was pretty good, man. The way that he caught Alex. I don't know what's going on with him, but his chin's not holding up very well. And there's a lot of heavy hitters at 55, especially, you know, in the top 10. So I don't know what it's going to take for him to, you know, to make it, but he can't take damage. I think that he needs to, you know, employ more of a wrestling attack. Yeah, you know, Alex is kind of a douchebag, but it is what it is. I think that he needs to you know, wrestle first and have people not punching him, because he gets caught, man. He's been getting. I know he was on a win streak, but when he wasn't, man, people were just catching him. He can't take the shots, so you have to go where your leverage is, where the path of least resistance is, and that's his wrestling. He's a really good wrestler. You know, I think this new wave of striking is giving people, you know, being a switch stance fighter and being, you know, technical from both stances. But if you can't take punches, you can't take punches, man. And if you're a good wrestler and you're trying to do all that stuff, man, just stick with your wrestling. Take him down, beat him up. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And then the first fight on the pay-per-view, Bobby Green, man. Like, what can I say? That dude's been around for a long time. I want to see him fight somebody in the top 15, top 10. I think at this point in his career, he can hang with him. You know, he's got the wrestling defense. I just think that in the top 10, those guys are a lot bigger. You know what I'm saying? Like, Bobby Green, to me, looks like a freaking featherweight that's fighting, you know, at 55. He should. I would like to see Bobby Green fighting at featherweight, to be honest. I think he would have a lot more success at that weight class, to be honest. Overall, it was a pretty good card, man, and I'm pretty excited about the next pay per view coming up on March 5th. I will be streaming the fight night with Benil Dariush and the dude from Dagestan. I forget his name. Makachev. I'm gonna stream that fight. That's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be interesting to see if Benil Dariush can deal with the wrestling of those guys. I don't think Makachev is as good of a striker as Khabib. I don't think Khabib was ever a good striker. He was just awkward, and he would just fight at a frantic pace. And instead of people being calm and just like, okay, he's coming at me all crazy, they just kind of like match his energy and fight frantic. But I think that Makhachev can be caught on the feet. He's not as polished as a striker, at least not at this point in his career. He can definitely be caught. So I'm interested to see that fight, and that's going to be a pretty good card too. So I'll be streaming that one. I will be streaming the one on March 5th with Masvidal and Covington. That's going to be a super interesting fight. I think that fight's going to end a knockout. So I had fun doing this tonight, and hopefully the streams will grow, and it'll help the channel grow. And Bruce, I appreciate you stopping by. I wish you would have came in earlier when I was, watching the fights when there was nobody in here. It would have been nice to have somebody to go back and forth with, because when you're having these streams and you're just talking to yourself, essentially it's not as easy as people would think it is, but either way, I had a good time. And Bruce, I would encourage you, if you could, to subscribe to the channel, watch some of my videos. I make car content, I do gaming stuff. I have a little bit of everything on my channel for everybody, so you can probably find something you're looking for. And I would hope to see you in a future stream, hanging out, watching some fights. And this is going to be all for tonight. I've been out here for almost 4 hours, and I need to not sit down anymore. So thank you for watching, and I will see all of you in the next video. Peace.